Hello and welcome, my name is Hunter, and we are here playing Millenia. We have a lot of complicated things to do because this is a difficult era. First, we're just going to upgrade a couple of these guys around just to use up our warfare so it doesn't go over. Spreading the love around. We can get an artist, but we're saving it. Our domain for this game is going to be exploration. I think we should talk about two things. One is underwater cities, and the other one is ideology. There is no point in changing our government until we can provide ideology, because it will drop all of our cities below 50%. Right now, our cities are all well above 50% growth. The second that happens, every city above 30 is going to go below 50% growth because they're going to get red ideology use, and we don't really want that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the underwater cities don't have any way to suppress unrest on their own, and we have to find a way to do that, and the only real way we have is wine, which means we're going to need to pick 3 cities that can do exports fast, that can make their maximum number of wine, and then that will be the limit of the number of towns we can realistically buy. One of those is going to be Abdera. Abdera is going to prioritize the container yards over the telegraph, and then we're going to flip some things around in here so that they can make use of this here rice, right? So first, this is a vat. Let's upgrade that. We're going to build them a second vat, like a winery, which is good. That should mean they're making enough wine to send away. That's really good. Where does that leave us? Just want to make sure we're doing everything in sequence that we should be doing, because this could be a very complicated start, and if I miss things, we'll really notice it later. So we're turning wheat, right? And we have wineries. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. We don't need to make up for any food here because this place is fine for food, but we will eventually focus on getting these olives changed into oil. We could decide we would make the olives into delicacies, but they won't let us. We are smooth here. We're making the same amount of flour we were making because we're getting plenty of wheat. That's good. 6, 2. Now, where else can we build it? We have 2 rice in this city, but this city is going to be much harder to have enough food. It does have one advantage, which is that it has, where is it? Flax, which can be turned into oil. And we could probably change some of its meat into delicacies. Let's look at it right now and just see what it's doing. So it's making bread. We have to get rid of the bread sequence because the bread sequence is not going to be any good once we stop using... I don't have any wheat hidden anywhere, do they? No. Once we stop using this to make bread, right? So we'll have to destroy this. And then... oh yeah, it's on this wheat. So we destroy that, then we gather that rice, which is good. Means we're falling a little bit behind on food. How do we make up for that? Well, we have this spot here. I think we're going to turn this spot immediately into cooking. Where is it? A kitchen? So kitchens, because they have to take the meat, right? Kitchens are going to cost us culture. We get 1 culture per meat. Sometimes we're just gonna have to do it, right? We can't be perfect. So there's a little bit of a culture loss there, but it does definitely help this place have enough food, or at least it has more food. It's a pretty efficient exchange as well. Except for the loss of the culture point. It gives us a luxury, gives us wealth, gives us production. That's all nice. And to make this city any better, we need flats. We got no flats available, so that's the best we can do. We don't need to make the wine here yet, but we will as soon as we can. That means that this city also needs to prioritize a container yard. So you can do container yard, then you can do maybe a radio station before the telegraph offices. I'm not really using this for anything like that. They do have these rice, but it's such a small city that we're not going to bother with them. You do not have what we need, because we need at least 2. You have an olive. You're going to have a tea, wheat. All right, so that tells us that we don't have enough. We don't have enough, which is not great. I mean, we're doing it here, and we're doing it here. I guess that means we do have to do it here. So how the heck are we going to make this place have enough food that we can create wine here? Even though it's going to take forever, we're going to queue their container yard anyway. I guess they got all these fish, right? If I was to... let's start by removing the mill cycle. A steam trawler there. I think that's good. Yes. Then we're going to have to build a... where is it? Press for those olives. That will help us. And I think that's everything. That leaves this open for a winery, and then we'll need another flat for a winery. We can keep building out their stuff. We're gonna trade out their wine though. Oh, What is the... Oh, we already had a winery. We already had... So we were already making that into oil. All right. We're going to change this to coal for now. I suppose we're just going to build them fishes, right? Maybe we can do something down here. This can be turned into oil because it's flaxseed. We'll get these flats. Maybe we do this town first. I was thinking of doing the one over there first, but I think we're going to do this town first. All right, technology. Next choice. It feels like you should do this first. And that's what I said at the end of that last episode, but I was completely wrong. We don't need this until the first of our underwater cities is actually fully integrated because it just gives you buildings you can build, right? You can actually just build the city without these. So this is important, but it's not important immediately. What is important immediately is we need a way to get a harbor or marina. We can do heavy machinery for that, which is what we're going to start with. And we need something that gives us a bunch of ideology. This is probably the next most important thing. Well, it's hard to say. No, it's definitely super ideology. Once we have the marina, so we can send out our scouts, our little submarines, we will then do super ideology, and then we will do Oceania. Okay. Domains, just for fun, we're going to do exploration. We're going to do the space mission so we can just do the space mission. Nobody will be able to challenge us for it because we're the only people who will be able to do it. Now we got to think, is there anything else we need to do? Oh yes, we want to try to think about ports, right? We want a harbor, right? A dock, which gives us a free boat, which we're going to upgrade so that it can go deep sea. And then we're going to use this to explore. They're strong enough that the sea ships, that the enemy barbarians won't be able to do much to them. And we'll do the same over here, I think. Probably here. We'll build a dock, and then we'll use some Actually, no, we won't. We will use some money to do this. You can now, let me see, build for me. You can go back to that in a second. Please let me buy a deep water utility ship. And then you can build the alchemy school you were working on. This gives a book, right? This is the one that gives a book. Demands need for education is what it does. Build a perfume shop too. And that's good. We're not buying either of these. We don't need to do any of this. Diplomacy is fine. We'll keep. There's nothing we need to chop. Let's do the end of our first turn then. Nice. Let's guard with you. Guard with you. Guard with you. And explore. So we're looking with spots where we can get at least one of these corals and a couple other things that are within one spot. Because we're going to have to buy ocean tiles because they don't expand. I'm thinking from what I saw on our little exploration that we're going to have a maximum of 3, and the third one is not going to be, the third one might not even be possible because it might be past 20. We could have taken media. Media has a great suppression thing. It turns one of the many little many little objects you can make in this era. It turns it into a high suppressor, like it might even be 20, but I really want to do the space. I really want to go to space. It might not be optimal, but I really want it to go to space. So we were working on making this city ready, right? Let's build you a winery and a winery. We need those, so we might as well get them built before we forget them, right? There's lots of different things in the water. There is the hydrothermal vents like these. There's oil. We got a culture power. Okay, I'm gonna immediately use this to build a town here. Looking at government, to create an ocean. Can't create my ocean settlers yet. Anything here I would actually do? Not really. This is an awkward position to be in. I can't build these. I mean, diplomacy, we do that for sure. That was always the plan with that diplomacy. I guess we just gotta hold government. I don't think we have a choice because we can't switch governments until we can do something about the stuff. In 3 turns, 3 turns is a long time. I mean, spending it on nothing. Is there anybody who's suffering for power right now? Give you a daylight savings time? It's so little. It's fine. Yeah, it's pointless. That was fine. It's pointless. It all equals the same thing, right? It's 3 turns. We're gonna waste some anyway. Do I want to build the other fish boat here? I don't need to do it yet. It's not important. The rest of this stuff needs to go up. How are you doing here, bud? You need education. I can absolutely build you a public school for your educational purposes. That's great. You're actually fine. There's no reason to not upgrade this as far as I know. The fertilized farm is just better. This is printing press, printing press. This can be fixed. This doesn't need to be like this. Let's upgrade one of these printing presses. That's going to be, where is it? Publishing house. So I put one guy here. That leaves me with no paper left over and an even number of books. If I keep both printing presses, if I build a second one of you, and take you off and put you here. That leaves us 2 paper short. Not put anyone there and just leave the building, because even just 1 worker here is better than a printing press that being there. It means we can destroy this printing press. Maybe I should have taken super ideology first. It's hard to say. It's a bit of a complex sequence that I haven't a lot of experience with, right? Like, it's not as easy as all that. Are you at war with somebody, South Korea? Because I don't want to go to war with anybody, not in the least bit. South Korea is at war. They're hostile, but they're not actually at war. You know, I don't think so. I don't think so. You guys will just find a way to make me regret if I support you, so I just won't. It's not a bad spot. They're a little further apart than I'd want them to be. It really feels like 3 is the most I'm going to be able to build, but we will see. That's interesting. Olympia has finished its container yard. All right. You are going to build me a radio station, and then you're going to build me a national aeronautic. No, it's got to be Space Center first, right? All right. Government is capped again. Arts is capped. We're going to spawn an artist. That should be fine. I only need 60 to build 2 of the 3. I only need 100 to build 3 of these, right? Let's do it. Let's take the point. We are making 66 per turn, so 2 turns. I would be able to build those. Let me see. We're not going to use you, but we will upgrade you guys. Any other people we need to upgrade that are important? Nope. We have 1 unupgraded wheat farm. It's important to go and get that done. Don't want to leave that like that. There we go. So we got deep sea quarry. Okay. Nigeria has sent us a gift. Let's start with our exploration here, because we're about to build our first 2 guys. So we want to, where is he? You upgrade this. I mean, I can do this now. Head this way, because these guys are actually pretty tough. Over here, it's going to be the exact same thing. We'll upgrade you, and we will build a settler here. Move them out this way. This might be an ideal spot, like here. Yeah. So there's no coral here, which doesn't feel good. And I would be shipping these oil away. And I only get 2 external shipping points, right? But they could really do a lot with this power. Close. The next technology is going to be super ideology, which we need. The only thing here that I can use that will get us ideology I don't really want to build at all, but that's fine, because we got the marinas, which we needed. And we can now do a bunch of other stuff we need to do. Babylon has built a lifting tower. What would you like to build now, Babylon? You can build an assembly line that costs electricity, and then I guess you build a radio station. No, assembly line first is logical, then radio station. We should be rushing out national shrines. It just occurred to me, because we can't build the national shrines once we give up our religion, right? Because they require religion, and they do give ideology. So that's a really actually interesting thought. It's like a really interesting thought. Build a national shrine. We could rush the container yard. Sort of feels worthwhile. 4 turns for the national shrine here. Then we can get them to build the radio station next. It's not a lot, but this building is banned to us, right? Once we switch off of, once we become secular. Here for 7 turns, will we? Certainly not 6 plus 7 turns. You won't get it done in time either. You certainly can. Okay, that's a tactic. That's a tactic that never occurred to me. So let's look at this. We need to start converting things over. So you, housing-wise, let's look at what we've got here. We got printing press, blast furnace, publishing house. So let's look at our new buildings. We now have milling factory, paper plant, religious scribe, winery, steel furnace we've had for a while, but we now have the second thing, which is the machine shop is really cool. Like, it's really cool. There's another building that we get that's also really cool. Just trying to remember. It's just power tools, which just give us production, right? And there's something that replaces the like works as a good replacement for our let's look in the research tree. That's the best way to figure this out. It's concrete factory. It is here. It's the concrete factory. This concrete factory is a very good building. It takes a lot of power, right? But creates production and improvement points with no inputs. Why is that good? Because it lets us get rid of our, every time, of our tinkerers, right? We got tinkerers here someplace. Where are they at? We don't have that many tinkerers, but we had some. And we were keeping blast furnace specifically to keep them around. Replacing them with, it's a stonework building? Nope, it's not civic. Doesn't feel like it's professional. What the heck is it then? Gather? Yeah, concrete plant. Now, these are they're good, right? Like we lose 2 improvement points, but we don't need to worry about the iron anymore, right? So let's look at every place that has the toolsmiths in them. Tinkerer right there. So there's a Tinkerer in Larsa, which is here. House of Worship, no. Publishing House, no. Power Station, no. Steel Furnace, Tinkerer. So we can crash the Tinkerer and again replace it with a concrete plant. Causes us to go down a little, right? Like we look at these concrete plants. Where are they? Concrete plant, steel furnace, there it is. Very, very, very good, right? They actually create more because we create 3 concrete, don't we? Yeah, 3, 6, 9. Oh yeah, they create way more. So we're going to be replacing every Tinkerer with those. That's probably going to be pretty fast. Like that's going to be a high priority. Then we're going to transition all of our iron to steel and replace all of our tooling factories with power tools, zip. We're going to need to build as many plants as we can. It's fine. You guys can be at war all you want. We want to stay as neutral towards these wars as possible. Let's check for new growth. These 2. Make sure before we chop these that we know for certain that we're not building anything here that we need, right? Like we don't have any use for more logs. We don't like have logs unused. We don't. So we will chop both of these. Chop. And now this place needs to build it needs wineries. One, where's another? Where is it again? Winery, that's fine. I said I was going to do a different thing first, but we're just trying to move through this stuff as quickly as we can so we don't forget. You're going to need housing, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be fixed soon enough. We're almost at culture here. 4 turns before we have the ability to really build the buildings that are going to give us most of our ideology. Is there anything else we need to immediately do? Exploration. I think it would be good to claim territory. One of you guys is going to get this. You're going to eventually want to get this, and the best way to do it is probably to click it, if always to be fair. You're also going to want to chop that. Let's do this. And then we will put a chop here, because you don't need the forest. I mean, I don't think you even need these forests, but that's fine. Like, I might undo these forests later, because they're not really going to help that much. Well, that's fine. But what else do we need to do? I don't think anything right now. We don't have enough points to really build anything. So let's end the turn. We're going to search for more concrete factories in a minute. Nice. We build 1 a turn, basically, but it does make it faster each turn we do it. Power. I think it's this. I think this is the first spot. To be fair, I'd actually rather not attack you than waste my frickin' turn. This is a good spot. Over here we have the oil spot, which is good. This. You keep these energies for his own buildings, right? Like we build here, keep these energies for his own buildings, and then send the oils to someone else so they can have a power plant. Yeah, I think so. Feels right. End of the turn. So that's gonna be the second one, and then we just gotta find a good spot for the third one. I think we need a spot, like we're gonna have to, the third one's gonna have to be a hard look, you know? Because the third one should be the maximum number of these we can get, right? Okay, let's fix you. Oh, we don't have it because we never built, because we didn't do that. We never did the thing. Okay, so you are heading, for sure, you're heading to here. Culture power, which is not ideal. We're gonna do the absorb right there. And we got a region idle. So Olympia built a power station. Olympia should build an assembly line and then a space center. Actually, and no, that's a sound order. Yeah, and then the space center. This should probably be our first space center. Don't care. What's this? New form of government is, I know, I've known forever. It's fine, guys. I'm not doing it on purpose. 2 oil here, so this has got to go to somebody who's going to need that power. We'll figure that out later. We have got 177. Let's do our flip through to figure out who's got a Tinkerer. You've got a Tinkerer right on you. The first place I look at. That's a Tinkerer right there. Let's destroy this Tinkerer. Let's replace it with concrete plant. Nice. You don't happen to have 2, do you? Because that would be weird if you had 2. I don't think anybody ever had 2. So Port Algiers, or Port Algiers. See no Tinkerer here. Got blast furnace, paper factory, house of worship, poorhouse. Nope. Hey, nope. What are we looking at here? Nope. I think I already removed yours. Toolsmith done. Nope. I thought we had more than that. I really thought we had more than just a couple. Huh. You got one? Feels really weird that I never built one for you. Now you feel like the most certain place to have had one. Power station, Panacea, printing press. No, not at all. Because you have basically converted very little of your mining materials at all. Yeah, steel furnace. Just one though. Okay. I really think we're done. I think we've actually got them all already. Which is good because it means that we can start building the other stuff we want to build. Starting with the capital here, we want to get rid of toolsmiths and blast furnaces. So if this place was going to have, well, let's just do it, right? It now has a steel furnace, one worker. It's taking 3 power. My faith is collapsing. It's okay. We're only in it for a couple more turns. Still got enough electricity, but barely. That's fine. Do we have anything here that could be used to turn into electricity? Not at all. I'm kind of okay with that, though. We could foreign import coal, right? Or we could do the other thing. We could go to this here. Babylon needs it a little longer. We can't fix that yet. Olympia is using its 2 coal. Like, everybody's using their coal is the thing. Yeah, everybody is using their coal. So you have oil, but I can't get it from you. I wish there was a way to trade your stuff. That'd be really cool. And you have coal, which I'd also love to get from you if it was possible. Anybody else? You have 1 coal? No, not at all. Well, you're not out of power yet, and we can fix that in the future, right? So we have now said, okay, we don't have the iron we need anymore. And also we're trying to make tools here. So let's go to let's go to the toolsmith and upgrade that. See how that looks. So you're saying not great. Okay, got another blast furnace. We'll upgrade that. Blast furnace? Where is it? That is not a blast furnace. That is not a blast furnace. That is a blast furnace. Check. And if we look in here now, we can see that we do not have enough ingots because of this toolsmith still existing, right? So we can just crush that toolsmith. I think he was down here. If we crush this toolsmith, that clear... No, it doesn't. Don't have enough copper and iron. That's like super interesting. So we have a deep mine someplace that's on an unupgraded square. However weird that sounds. Or is it the gold? Or no, that's gold. I thought that was copper, but that's not copper. That's gold. Gold is being gold. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So we need 2 pieces of iron. Well, we do have a place that can export and can't produce wine that has basically so much excess iron. So much. I could also toss them one of my powers, right? I don't think that's the best idea. Maybe it is. If I did toss a power away, I mean, we can always check, right? Send this to the capital. There we go. Yeah, you're still fine on power, yeah. You're good. You, sir, are good. Those are getting sent away. That's fine. Everything else is as it's always been. Come back down here to our city and go like, okay, yes, it's all clear. Awesome. That's real good. Just upgrade this because there's no reason not to. We got a lot of unused specialist points. What can we build with specialist? Power stations, I know we can. Coffee shops, publishing houses, oil wells, laboratories. I mean, the thing is, the knowledge is useful, but so is the luxuries right now. So we gotta, and then this stuff, all this stuff requires oil refinery. Let's end the turn. We don't need to worry about our specialist points that thoroughly. We'll accept peace from the United Kingdom. Let's guard here. This is a good spot. Like here. It's a couple of ticks away, but here is a really good spot. Like, that's a good spot. It's a lot of brains. So this might be the spot. So many brains. We're gonna get this. We'll definitely be able to buy, like, we won't even have to do it like crazy, right? We could just go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. This is a great spot. So we're gonna build one there. Next. Keep searching for interesting things in the sea. Oh, this is a good spot because of all that, but it's somebody else's control space, right? Like, it's not us. Guys, you're pissing me off, okay? You're pissing me off. Could you please just not? I'd love it if you wouldn't. This is a fine spot. Let's defend ourselves. We got a region idle. Good. You can now build us the radio station assembly. Actually, assembly line first, then radio station. There's another region idle. That's Babylon. You can now build us radio station. 1 turn for this. That's good. 4 turns on this. Just gonna pop that guy now, because I think that minimizes the number of turns we actually lose. Right, ready. Let's take our peaceful revolution government change. Let's go democracy. I think we're going to do for this game. I think it suits us well, so we'll select it. We'll take the new leadership. I think we could do knowledge from analytics, computers, and computer simulations possibly as our first one, or the defensive one. I think we're going to take the defensive one first, because we don't have that much analytics right now. And that's good. Yes. We're actually close to getting another spawn artist, which is good. Next turn, this will come through for us. Okay, we're getting 87 of these a turn, which is really nice. I think we're going to next turn it. Just guard. Looking at warfare, we should probably go and make sure these guys are getting upgraded still. Social fabric, let's take it for expansion cost. I am looking at you, Olympia. What are you saying to me? If I look at you and go, hey, you do have ideology. So you get to keep the national temple, even if we no longer have a religion. That's great. Like, that is straight great. Okay, let's go. Oh wait, you guys gotta guard. Let's go. We got this. So many arrows now. It's fine. 1,000,000 arrows, 1,000,000,000,000 arrows, 1,000,000,000 arrows. There's arrows in every place on Earth. It's just so much arrows. I don't know what to do about it. It's fine. It was so many. So many arrows. We got a chop down here if this city doesn't need another forest. Next, choose a technology. Now we will take Oceania. Doesn't make any sense. You're where you want to be, so you should build. I will immediately use diplomacy to integrate you. Seeing how long it will take to integrate is 10 turns. I will also immediately use diplomacy to drop an envoy. Oh, I cannot envoy on these. Bah! I should have known that. I figured it would. I should have figured it was the case. It felt good to try though, so I'm not even mad. Let's see. We are going to integrate vassal here as well. It's good. What else do we got going on here? I mean, we got democracy happening. We do want this as well, then we can move on to the next level. Exploration, we got engineering. There is actually a couple of towns we should upgrade, right? Like the new ones. So let's expand town, expand town. One of you guys is a 2, right? Yep, expand town. And then we want to go to our new city and we want to expand this town twice. Expand town. That is not what I thought the outcome there would be. Now we have real work to do, so let's go to the capital because we always want to start there. We gotta start changing up trash heap. So you trash heap formed, okay, and then we go to, that's the oven. You trash heap, good job. Crack this open. We don't need it. We probably actually maybe do. Trash heap it is. There another trash heap. Upgrade the trash heap. You're doing better than you were. You're almost par on ideology. Let's look at what's next. We got buildings here. We got this poorhouse. For the last building we can do this turn, it's almost got us up, but it is doing well for us. Now these poorhouses are really, really good. They give sanitation. They give 2 ideology when it's being worked, which we will work them. They do drain power, which is a big deal. We're going to change you. You don't need to help anywhere else anymore. So you can link to Adira, and then we will gather you the oil so that they can make an oil plant. And the turn. So we're going to focus hard down on like fast, efficient turns for developing the strength of our resources. We need them to be good, really strong, high quality every turn from now on, all the time. So that's not the right direction. Why did I go that way? Why would you do that? Rather, this is where you should have went. Next, you can go there. Ooh, that's a freaking amazing spot. Oh, that is so good that we probably should literally immediately do something about it. Can I let's build a freaking marina. Let's government. Let's do an ocean settler. This ocean settler has to go to what is literally the best space we've seen so far in this game, or anything. I think this is the best starting position because it's literally 1 away from everything, right? Yeah, so that's a thing. Region idols. Okay, so you built the national shrine. Nice. Build a radio station, please. Build central power, please. In fact, build central power and then build a radio station. Much better. Good. Okay, other region idol. Corinth has built its container yard, which is really nice because I was kind of worried that was going to take forever. Got State Media Center. Freaking 8 ideology from the State Media Center. So much. Let's build that. Actually, I don't know that that's for you. I think it's better off to build you the stuff that makes more sense, like central power, and then radio station like that, I think. All right, back to the capital. So we have fixed housing here. It's a paper mill there, printing press, printing press. I just want to make sure there's no hidden extra housing that we don't need, because I would crush it if there was. Now that we've done that, printing press, sawmill, paper mill. Do I not have enough points for it? I don't have enough points for it. That's why I can't see it. Okay, that is pretty fine here. We will, though, build you your oil refinery, which you should immediately be able to use. Did I send it to the wrong place? Oh, I never built these. Shoot. Well, let's just do this thing, right? So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna spend an enormously stupid amount of engineering so that I can actually build these turn. Great. That's great. That should fix that. You should now have 2 oil. That's hilarious. Port Algieri really needs help. We're gonna have to do you next. Okay. Let's end the turn. How close are you? 8 turns. Fine. It's fine. Something got built someplace. Something gets built someplace all the time. Who are you at war with, South Korea? We'll accept the open borders of the United Kingdoms. Don't know why they think they're attacking me again. It's just really stupid. Oh, look, they built one. They are only slightly behind me. Why are you attacking again? Like, it's never gonna work, man. If I was to just, like, do that, then move this to here, rush this, I think grab cutting edge, use arts to spawn a scientist, cutting edge again. Good, let's defend. Next, continue your move to where you're going, to this horribly awesome spot. Region idle, we are now able to finally start our space stuff. Let's build the National Space Research Center here, and maybe the executive office. Let's build the faction headquarters, that's fine. You'd be okay for your faction headquarters, right? Yeah, they're fine. Radio station, good. Let's build this and this. Those don't matter. I don't know if that was good. Probably gonna force me to go to war with some people, which is just not great. Now that we have so much to do, we need to click on, oh, that's a really good spot too, but I don't think we're gonna come all the way down here. Go there and camp. All right, the worst city we have right now is Port Algieri, so let's do some work there. You are lacking in everything. You need everything. So let's look at your housing. You got housing here, which we can upgrade. State housing here. We got a house here, which we can destroy and then replace with state housing. That's helped to a degree. Printing press. It's a kitchen. We can upgrade the kitchen, which should help with food and ideology for that matter. Probably killing culture a little bit for us. This is probably transferring a whole bunch of our meat into not meat, but it's kind of okay. Yes, where's that building? Some trash heat space out, logging camp, Panacea, blast furnace. And instead, just like building you, because you got lots of flats, right, that have no other purpose. So we could be building you concrete plants so that this happens faster, right? Space Center, I guess we'll do the State Media Center here. All right, Innovation Private Schools. We do not have the building for this yet, but that's fine. We will accept an alliance from Nigeria. Call to arms. We're now at war with Japan. Please don't make us go to war with Japan, you fools. First of all, this is super annoying. I don't want it. So permanently go away, please. Thank you. It actually has the power to potentially destroy my guy. So we got a problem here, and that problem is they forced us to go to war with Japan, and I don't want it. Didn't really want to use my artist this way, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I know there is one. I didn't spend them both, did I? Oh, maybe I spent them both. That would be interesting. If I was like forced to go to war with... Yeah, I did spend the other one. Okay, well that's fine. We're fine. If I gotta go to war with them, I'll go to war with them. Right? Let's take this army. Head on down. Let's take this army. Great, it's 2 guys. That would have been better, so we'll just back up to better. Can't do much about you. I mean, this is a somewhat cool unit, right? Let's upgrade. Let's, where is the unit that we want to deal with here? It's this unit. You have my hero. You want to join up with this. I mean, this unit is probably fine already, right? Yeah, it's got a hero already. So what are we looking for? To this unit. Where's this unit? This unit is there. So let's grab this hero and send them to... I am really having a hard time finding this unit when I'm not just looking right at it. It's not this. It's because it's the high one, right? I'm going to send this guy to here, and then I'm going to send you to here, and we'll figure it out next turn. Go. You also could probably use one more dude. This is this unit. That what I was looking at? No, it's this 119th. Let's grab computing. Although enterprise is good and important, so is everything. I'm gonna go up to my city here and I'm gonna build a concrete plant. I will accept open borders from China. You keep going this way. Please continue your move. Please continue your move to here. You guys can now be together. I'm gonna put you in this forest here. Got a region idol on Babylon. Performing Arts Center. Let's do that. And we'll build the executive office afterwards. Good job, Babylon. Now let's look at our cities. So Olympia and Babylon are the worst. So looking at Olympia here. What can we do for you? Actually, that's not the right thing to do right now. Do you have any extra guys? Olympia, you have extra guys? No. Who's got extra guys? We need somebody with extra guys. This is Port Algeria. Port Algeria has swamp and hills, no extra guys. There's no way we have any slots open in Port Algeria unless we do work here. So we could do work here to try to get slots open. You are doing excellently. You have this printing press. You've got this paper mill. You've got this steel furnace. You've got this steel furnace. You've got this blast quarry potentially. And then you got these 3 trash heaps and this printing press up here. So let's upgrade you, and destroy you. And then let's get up to 70 so that I can build you a concrete plant. Check. What is this? This is a printing press still. Okay, end the turn. I will accept an alliance with Great Britain. So we're working on Olympia here. Let's begin. You have housing and... So let's upgrade this. Let's upgrade this. Let's destroy this trash heap. Okay. Let's upgrade this. We can then destroy this. Which is getting you close to being par. What we're building here is the faction headquarters, which you're absolutely going to finish. We're not giving you the State Media Center, but we can give you the Performing Arts Center. News from abroad. Japan is at war with Great Britain now, because that's what happens. This is 80% in Larsa. We're getting through this, though. I'm going to not upgrade that, because we don't need a steel furnace there right now. Do I want to be out of the war with Japan? Let's look at this. If I grab this and launch at 90%. Better would be to not just let this run waste and grab that. And then we start the work. Hello, Athens. It's nice to meet you. You can't integrate yet. And you were the first one I built, which means if not you, then no one. How did I lose that? How did I lose him? Could I try again closer? I don't have anything closer. Dang it. That was valuable. All right. 3 more turns for integration here. I thought I got far enough away and then they killed me. It's because I don't have the ability to heal them while they're out there. And did I just see what I think I saw? Yeah, you just leave me alone. They killed my other explorer too. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. They're bothering me a lot. Guys, you gotta stop being, you need to stop existing, right? It's not cool that you're around or anything. Keep thoroughly checking every single turn. Nigeria wants to improve relations. Call to arms. I hate the fact that I don't get to decide. Like that whoever asks me first just gets to decide which one I break. You want to push another cutting edge? Yes, we do. So what we want here is this. Oh, what a mess up. I was saving that. I was hard saving that too. Damn it. Fine, it's fine. Just a slight delay. As for exploration, space agency, we want national airspace. This is just straight innovation and knowledge. Satellite communications generates knowledge for each turn for a high amount of construction. I think supersonic lancer. I think we're gonna go for the deep space network. I think we're gonna see if we can pay for our first moon launch here. There we go. Satellite in space. Some free culture. I'm gonna Eureka right now. To get out of computing, I think we're gonna hit, I mean, all of these are good, but we absolutely require claim deep space, deep sea territory. Like that's functionally necessary. News from abroad. Let's go to the capital here. First thing I want to build is I want you to build me a power station. It needs to be an oil refinery because, oh, no. You did that already. You need more ideology. So I'll find this poorhouse shouldn't exist. So there's a poorhouse here. It should either be upgraded or destroyed. We're going to choose upgrade. We got these 2 printing presses. It's all fine. Let's just see where we're at with forests. Like, can I use another logging camp? I have 6, right? 6, and 6 is being managed fully to make books, right? Yes, this is all fine. We need to find a way to make some food. I guess we could help our food situation. Should we do that though? I think I'd rather help my food situation just by, you know, let's gather these olives, right? Let's gather these olives and then let's make oil. Why? Because I think it's more valuable and costs me less resources. Let's look at where we are for food. So I probably shouldn't be spending all these resources here specifically, right? Because I do need other places to get better. What is the worst place we have otherwise? Armies. Regions. Larsa, 55%. Olympia, 68%. Let's go to our... We have also some 64. Right, so what you need more than anything is everything. You literally need everything. You got 2 choppables and an open spot. So starting with this open spot here, actually that's not what we do first. First we check to see what we're doing on arrows. What are the arrows? So this is a poorhouse. Give me a state housing. Thank you. Now give me another. I think I can afford another. That's good. So that got me a lot better off than I was, right? Yes. Still got a bit of a food problem, but we can easily solve that. I'm going to grab some engineering before it... How many engineering do I gain per turn? 58. So I'm going to chop... And it doesn't matter which one I chop. They're both the same, but we'll chop the top one. We're gaining 95 per turn. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Okay, next turn. Okay, alliance will bring China to war with the nations you are at war with, United Kingdom and Japan. What is China's situation like with everybody who's not me? Right, like, let's look at China. That's South Korea. That's not China. That's China. Peace, peace. Peace with Nigeria. So peace with these two. Trading open borders with me. That's what that means. And they're at war with... They're hostile with both of my enemies. I think that is acceptable. We will accept this alliance. We might want to actually talk to... It's a knowledge treaty. That's fine. Would you like China? We just talked to you. Who is the other person that we have good relations with right now? South Korea. Okay, that's all fine. We don't have any points. That's why. Next. Keep exploring. Next. Move as far as you can. Next. Try to stay out ahead of the people who are annoying so that you can get down to the great spot. Next. Please. Yes, move to here and then camp out. News from abroad. As we do every turn, and we take our very weakest city, which is no longer Larsa, it's now Babylon. And we go to that city and we say, what can we immediately do to fix for you? You need education in a serious way. We have not enough exploration to buy you a tile. We can upgrade some of your buildings, though, which might help. You don't need to upgrade your kitchen yet. There's a plowed farm. Let's upgrade the plowed farm. Looking at how much wheat you are producing. You're producing 2 wheat more than you need. So 2 of these. Maybe we also upgrade your kitchen. I hope you can support that. Yeah, that's fish. That's not meat. You're using up 3 meat. Your kitchen is only having 1 person work on it. We would need another meat, but I can fix that very easily. But I'd rather fix it by getting rid of the book. Confirm. Now you should be able to have 2 people working the meat. I mean, working the here. Nice. I mean, you need the power. I was about to say, I suppose we can get rid of that, but I think you need the power, right? Yeah, you're actually loose on power. We'll go back to what we were doing before for you. Try to figure this out another way. We'll take the guy who's working here off. You're at 200 right now anyway. That should be fine. I will... What is this? Paper factory. What is this? Trash heap? Please increase the trash heap. Great. I love it. It feels like all we can literally do right now. Okay. Well, you want more, but you can't find it, so you can't do it. Got this house. I mean, I think we destroy this house. And I think we want to put a public school here. Yeah, I think so. Japan is moving in to attack me. I literally despise that they are. Let's see what we can do. We got this, which I'm going to put here and defend. We got this, which I'm going to put here and defend. Got this, which I'm going to put here and defend. We got this, which can come around this way. I've got to find another unit. I mean, they can attack Nippon if they want, to be fair. I don't actually care. They'll attack me or they won't. Whatever they do is what they do. We gotta continue to work on Babylon here, which means we need education. And we just opened a spot for a public school, which should help them out a lot. Gets them into the 70s. Nice. Everybody's in the 70s except Port Algier. Hey, guy, we can work for you right now. We got printing presses, which you're gonna have to stay what they are. We got that quarry. We got this paper mill. This is all not good. You're like quite a lot in danger. I don't even know where I would start to fix this concrete plant. Regional kitchen. I mean, I think you're just stifled. I think you're just stuck. I don't think there's anything I can do unless I can find some way to produce some education. And I don't think I can. Research Institute. Those all demand education. Let's build... I'm gonna build a state media center. Not really necessary for you, actually. No, I think Port Algieri, we got a problem, which is that you've got everything you can literally have. There's nothing else you can have. I could move this, right? We could revert to Pioneer. And we're all like, what can you even do? What need are you? What is there left for you to do? Is there a spot where I could set you down that would gain us anything of purpose? I don't think there is. I think you're just done, sir. I think you're just done. I mean, there's this, I suppose. Like, we could stick you in the water, land you here, put you there for that one oil, or put you here for the olives and the oil. I mean, somebody could use those, right? It's not insane to think someone could make use of that, so we could do this. Head this way. Region Idle. Just built media center. Let's build executive office. There we go. So the lowest after Port Algieri is the capital with 71%. Okay, so we should consider building up anything that they can use, build up right now. The things that they can use are education and power, and always, always, always influence. We got this chop here, but we've also got lots of squares that appear like, and the easiest thing to do to improve them would be to just build that, right? As for power, you are already receiving, I think, all the power you can get because you're like 4 power. Yeah, fuel makes 4 power. I suppose I can transfer gas, can't I? Because it is already portable power. I mean, I could chop this down. I'd rather take the ingenuity. Yeah, I mean, I could build a power station here and put no workers on it because we don't have what we need, or I could import coal from someone else. People do seem to export coal, so that helps solve my power problem, and that leaves me only with an education problem. So I could maybe build another, right? I could build another school here. Pretty good. Have we got any workers that I would consider to be useless? Not particularly, to be fair. We could break this. Probably break this too. Probably like break the housing, the house. I think the house is this. Nope, that's a public school. I've seen houses before. It looks like a big cluster of buildings in a non-specific shape. There it is. I'm okay with that, actually, because I would just replace it with something better. The other thing I was thinking of breaking was the house of worship. 6 for existing. We'll just lock it. Nobody needs to work it. Computing. Computer factory. What does this do? This takes 2 powers, 1 rare earth metal, and 1 to make 1 computer with the 5 mods. Computer labs turns 1 computer into knowledge and exploration, and this office turns 1 computer into knowledge and information and has an extra worker slot. So computers are now officially a thing. We can now build computers. We don't have a lot of rare earth metals though, and we have no like you know, they're not built anywhere. We have like 2 of them here, but literally we have none built anywhere. I am thinking though, Babylon, you have domestic exports, right? It would make sense, I think, for you more than anyone else, because you're the only one who can, to build these, right? Rare earth mine. And then you can build a rare earth mine. And then we can export them to the guy north of you who has so many flats, and we've been trying to figure out what to do with him. It's good. No? No. Yes. Oh, it's red because it's not going to anyone yet. I guess the last thing we could send him, I mean, there's nothing else he needs, right? No point in sending him anything he doesn't need. So let's just select our region then. So we're sending this north of us, which is Abuya. Confirm. So we go up here now, and we can actually build a computer factory. Look at that. Nice. We could just build a second one, but I don't think we could probably find workers for it, right? So if we were to go to computer lab, computer simulations is 7 knowledge, 1 exploration, requires 1 computer and 2 power. Definitely build that out. And then we can build another computer factory. This is draining all the power we have, but it's fine. And then we will build, I guess we'll build another computer lab. This place has turned out to be great. I was worried that it was going to be nothing useful because it was just like such a weird little city, but it's turned out wonderful. It doesn't need help with other stuff though. It is running out of sewage and it doesn't have enough luxuries and it needs power. Basically needs a lot of things, but we can help it. It's fine. This is the center here in Olympia, so let's look at what else we can build. State Media Center. Build a foreign office, I guess. Let's build the executive offices, even though we don't have that. Even though it means we need more education here. Who else is idle? This is Larsa. Larsa has just built our radio station. You can build a space center. Actually, build a container yard. And a performing arts center. Nice. I'm not going to bother to rush the container yard, though. Looking around a little more. Region idle. We can... Yes, you can build the assembly line and the arts center. Those are fine. Let's look at this. So we want to go exploration probes. 75% chance we want to do it. We do. Ah! It's fine. Setbacks happen. We'll figure it out later. Athens, are you ready? You are ready. Thank you for joining us. You are unhappy. That's fine. We go into Athens and we immediately go, hey, Athens, could you please buy us a surface boy? And then could you please go to foreigners? And could you please import to me? I literally forgot, there's only one thing. Wine. Please bring wine. Send wine! City unhappy! Alright, we've done that. That's good. Now we go to an exporter like Abdera, who has a bunch of wine on hand, and we go wine, wine, wine. We send this to Corinth is the new one? No, it's Athens. Athens is the new one. Athens is the water city. There we go. I think if my calculations were correct, and I'm certain that they are, you will stop being angry next turn because you are getting 5 wine. 5 wine is good. It's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, which is better than 14. Okay, what's next? Region idle. Right, you probably should begin to build a deep sea command center, maybe? I mean, we do have power here, right? I think you build the special operations center, and then you can build the sea husbandry. We have power here, so we're not gonna have to worry about that stuff, right? That's fine. Let's end the turn. Why did it go away? Why is this not producing unrest suppression? I don't understand. I don't understand why this isn't suppressing your unrest. You have 5 wine. Why are you not drinking the wine? I want to hit here. This is the spot, right? Yes. So next. That's fine. Let's head into here and guard it. This is all fine. Come up this way. Please continue your move. Choose our next technology. Do we want to grab Enterprise? Well, we're still here, right? Sort of trying to figure out what we can do to, this is, I need the one with the school district, right? Yeah, that's the one I need. So I do need the school district before we go. So that's a thing. Capital attack. So you were unhappy for lots of reasons, and we knew it. Let's upgrade your little guy here. That'll help you. We'll also upgrade your little guy here. That'll help you. And we're going to go down to the bottom here, and we're going to put in something for education, so you can have a little public school, right? And now that we've given you a little public school, we're going to look at your food situation. You can't really do anything with that, so there's not much more we can do right now. You are producing food through 1 fertilized farm, a bunch of plantations, and some oil. That's okay. You're okay, man. That's fine. We got everything we could do. Let's just end the turn then. What? Did somebody come up and attack me again here? Like, what the heck? Domestic import at the same time where it's not calculating all of them. I did a save and it got me to 12, which flattens it, but I don't know how it's going to go next turn because I put them back on to see what would happen. We'll find out though, because it's really weird if we can't get that to work. Capital attack. I'm going to rush this. I'm going to use it to truce Japan out of my territory. And then I'm going to, it's not really much more I need to do. Get Space Agency, we can grab Supersonic Lancer, it's neat, but I think we'll do the Space Expedition. And actually, let's save for a bit longer. That's fine. We now have claimed deep sea territory, which we need. Seems to start at 100. Looking at what we can do here, Athens, what are you missing? You are at 150 food. Building you food is actually pretty tough. You can't just like decide on it. Just rush that and get onto the deep sea husbandry. I suppose I actually can. You only have one worker though, and that worker is working a random C-square for one food. I mean, extra worker slot. What does this give us? So this gives us, okay, these are all brain coral buildings, right? Yeah. We look at civics. Deep sea biome is housing. Ideology. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. I think that just makes sense so that they can grow faster, right? They need power though. That creates an interesting circumstance, don't it? So I guess they just stay at low food until I can get them the power. Let's end the turn. More than enough power. It also gives us a bunch of food, so we're in a bit of better condition there. We have one power we can export, but we're not because we're going to use it. All right. That only leaves the Deep Sea Command Center left to build here. All right. So this has finally decided to work. We're good. We're good. No one's upset. We're good. Okay. You are still trying to get down to here. You can grab that oil. Region idle. I mean, we have exactly 10 productions, so you'll be giving me exactly one. Deep sea research is probably exactly the same. Yeah, it's like, I guess we'll take one innovation while we're waiting for a bit. We can actually build some stuff because we can make those better. Let's look at the next, let's look at this. So we can afford this, cannot afford those. 90% is probably enough. Don't have enough engineering. I mean, don't have enough money, I think. What's corporate R&D? Knowledge exploration, computer simulations to research papers, 10 knowledge. United we stand. Spawn assault rifle units in each of your regions based on your number of allied nations. Unlocks the ability to spend wealth to rush research if it's mostly complete. All right, let's go. Who of the ones that make sense for us to do anything with? I mean, looking at Athens here, 2 more turns before you have one person. When we have the person, we'll build a trawler. We're also going to want to buy this as quickly as possible because we're going to need all the power we can get out there. Let's see what else we got going on here. Government. We might be able to open the other one. I've only got 2 of these things because the other ones I've tried to build just have gotten crashed over and over again, which is fine. I mean, it's just how it goes sometimes, right? 317. Still a ways away. Okay, let's end the turn. Probably rushed this one too much, to be fair. I may era end. Well, I still think I'm ahead, except open borders. That's fine. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. It's fine. This is a good spot that I really want, so. And he's got to go way further than me. Let's go. Region idle where? Performing Arts Center finished. National Academy of Science. Let's do this, and then this. This place is going to need more education soon. Every place is going to need more education soon, to be fair. Education is a problem we're having, but that's going to hopefully be fixed as soon as we get the next building. I say that really hopefully when I have no reason to be sure. There's nothing below 70. Nice. Babylon. Port Algeri. Port Algeri is stuck forever, right? Because the stuff you need, we can't get you. And Babylon is in a very similar position. The stuff you need, we can't really get you. Let's go. Let's push it. It might be stagnating. We finally might be reaching the point where some of those cities are stagnating. This is the last technology I'm going to research, and then I'm gonna era end. That's what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna finish up the rest of the game in the final era. Hit here, jump into our territory, move towards there. I don't want them to attack me. I don't want them to attack me. I forgot that we're kinda at war. Enterprise is done. This is more workers in your regions. Increase the amount of bonus workers in regions. Okay. Brain trust, school district, investment bank, telephone exchange. All right, let's stop. Let's era end. 5 turns to era end. This is getting close. Looking at exploration. We have to land on the moon before we can do this. Grab the supersonic lancer because I think we might actually build one of those at some point. Let's go over to Athens. You now have 2 people. Having 2 people means we should build you a steam trawler. It should keep you check, right? If we're going to explore, we need that. At least 1 more turn before we can pop that. Engineering is fine. The lowest of these are the 2 that I can't do anything about. Then next is Olympia. What can we do about Olympia? Olympia needs education. I can absolutely get them that. Civic. We don't want to... Actually, we do want to do these first, right? Because they're the ones that are worst. We have the ability to upgrade education buildings now. This is a poorhouse. We should have upgraded that a while ago. This is a public school. It is now a school district. This. What is this? This is also... I could probably break this, to be fair. It's an oven. That's a mill. How much grain are we bringing in? 2 more than we are using. Got me wondering if maybe what we do here is break this, and then we turn this. Ooh, that is a lot of housing that we actually apparently needed. I did not know. Okay, well, apparently all my housing is coming from here. Everything is good up here, though. Like, this is really good. The electricity is the only problem. I can't really do much about that, right? Creates an interesting idea. If we upgrade this blast furnace, right? Then we can upgrade something else. We can, like, what is happening here with, like, the blast furnace, right? We got this toolsmith. But then find the toolsmith and upgrade it. I don't need this now, right? Toolsmith. I'm missing 1 piece of steel. How am I missing a piece of steel? You build 3, I need 4. That's literally the thing. You build 3, I need 4. I'm just call that acceptable. I don't like it, but I'm gonna call it acceptable. Unless I can pull steel from somebody. I don't think I can. Like, I've never seen steel listed. Ooh, you guys got so much wealth out of that clothing you're making. Yeah, I can't pull steel from anybody, so this is just the truth of our lives right there. I can't do anything about that. I mean, is it though? Is there maybe not somebody who can give me steel? You're domestically exporting everything you can already. Anybody else? I mean, you're also doing that. What about Port Algeri? Port Algeri has wine, so it's needed for the ocean. You can't do it. I think no. I think the answer is no. I think unless you have steel excess. You have 3 excess steel. Okay, there's a steel. You could also send you can also send 2 wheat, right? Confirm. Like wheat, confirm. And then we send this to Babylon to fix Babylon's day. It gives you a bit of a problem with food, but we can fix that for you, I think. So going to Babylon here, Babylon's day has been fixed. They got 4, right? Foreign import, we'll just stick with what we were doing before, which is the wine. We're exporting that. It's the only thing we really can export. That does it though. That fills the circle, right? We need a power station. We now have a power station. That's about as good as I could have expected you to ever do. Like, that's as good as I could have ever expected you to do. Okay, let's help somebody else. It's Babylon as high as Babylon can realistically get. Let's go to Port Algeri now. You are missing food, which is a hard one to deal with. This is a paper mill. This is a paper mill. This is a blast furnace. This is a blast furnace. It's always interesting. Is it the same as the last time where we have a steel furnace and 2 blast furnaces, but no, oh, we have no tools. That's interesting. I can probably break a blast furnace and upgrade that. We had the iron for it available, which is perfectly acceptable, so this is good. That is just superior. We don't ever need a guy working a house of worship anymore. We're not going to do anything about it, though. It's fine. That leaves us in an interesting position now where we have a need for education, but we actually have a spot open. We can also upgrade the schools we have. Do we have any schools here? It'd be hilarious if you got this far without a single school. Yeah, you did. No schools. There are no schools here. Well, congratulations on your brand new school district, I guess. Yeah, hopefully these grow out soon. They just started, though. Probably should have moved to that guy long ago. Let's do our idle regions now. Upgrade to investment bank. Ugh, so much education demand. Fine. We're gonna do both of these. You know, actually, I'm gonna do this and then this. I think that's better. We need the culture. We always need culture. I feel pretty good about this age. This has been a good age. Like, we try to avoid the Japanese while they are out here wanting to kill us bad. Democracy. Generate knowledge for 4 turns. This is regional knowledge efficiency. It's a click. This is research treaty value. I do like this. The problem is we don't use it that much. Executive office now increases. I'm gonna take this. This is just too good not to take. I did it twice. This is the second time that I was supposed to change a city over, and instead I spent government points. It's fine. Let's upgrade to public library. Let's upgrade to waterworks. Let's do the waterworks. More idle regions, executive office. That's fine. Let's do... Yeah, there's never enough of these to make that worthwhile unless you're always working it. Grab that. Grab the investment bank. Get out. What is happening, Athens? Are you kidding me? That bug seems to be solved by saving and reloading. So I guess we're saving and reloading a lot now. We don't need to look at that anymore. Who is the lowest? Abjua needs food. Power. You had lots of power before, but you're using it all, which makes a lot of sense. We could switch you to building power buildings, right? Like central power, I guess, and a power grid will help you. Other than the power, there's not much we could do. I guess we can get you more food. The logical way to get you more food, assuming that this is a plantation, is to check what you're making. So you are making oil. You've got wheat. I mean, I can force wheat for you simply by building a fertilized farm, right? Fertilized farms don't require electricity. Oh, they do. It's one power drain. I never realized they had electricity. I was really under the impression they didn't. All right, so I guess you're going to build a power station if we have the... no, that's not right. I guess you're building a power station and you're not working it, right? So that should be your second power station. Yep. So you're going to build a power station and not work it so that you can have enough grain to eat. Probably not the best idea. Probably would have been better to do that different. It's fine. We have no meat, so we can't do that. Yeah, it's fine. It's got to be what it is. So you've finished your media center. Let's build you the telephone exchange and National Science Academy. Anybody else is pretty low. Larsa, you're always low because there's not much I can do for you anymore. That's a blast furnace here. What were we doing last time we were here? Were we trying to... You're sending steel away. Got 2 iron that you're making with this blast furnace. I could just upgrade this blast furnace or I could dump it. We got like 1 misc iron, right? 0 misc copper. 4, 5, 6. That would be fine because that's just adding 1, right? Yeah. So let's do this. No issue there. We got this spot here where we can build you a school district. Nice. Nice. Everybody's really getting into it. All these towns are actually looking really well organized, finally. There's stuff I didn't do, though, and that's annoying, but we're doing our best. Like every turn, every single turn. It decides, nope, those don't exist. Let's go here. I can do both. That's 110%, which is an unnecessary expenditure. All right, so our probe is sending back a lot of useful data and our national pride is higher than ever. Good. This here is, I'm just gonna eureka it. Yeah, I know. I know, but we just try to get it done, okay? If I build this here, we build it here, I get the maximum stuff, and then I need 3 more to get to there. So I think we do that. Let's guard. Also, what's this makes us cheap closer to this one if we ever chase it. I think we're gonna well, I mean, I know I'm age leading again, so I feel like I've gotten far enough ahead that we really are in the best position here. Innovation Suburbia. What does this do? Suburbs, ideology, and luxury. I mean, we don't build suburbs. Okay, here we go. We are now very close to the end. We're now in our information age. All right, so we have to decide which way we're going to try to win the game. With Age of Departure, right? This is a crisis age. We don't want to chase it. We've completed no social tracks, but we could. Built no smart grids, but we could, or we could just do the Age of Departure. I think it'll be fine however we do it. Deforestation. This works on swamps. We got 1 swamp, I think, that we care about. We can reduce these reduce chaos. I mean, we don't have any chaos. Global networks, power drain, media network. Is this 1 more city? Oh, geez. We don't have room for cities, people. That changes one thing. We do have 1 city we would absolutely build. Let's do the suburbs. Let's do suburbs. Let's do suburbs. Suburbs is a good idea. We're going to do suburbs. It's great. It is great. Everything is so great. We're great. Athens. I feel like it's not actually mad. It just keeps forgetting, right? Like it just keeps forgetting. It's fine. It'll be fine. Got 1 more to organization top, and then we would do insight top. We might just go for the space age because I think that would be cool for us. This is humans in space with 65%. Oh my goodness. I feel like we should just hit this now, right? Just before we go, hit humans in space. Nice. 100% first. Of course, we're first. We're the only ones who can do it. So it's like we are first to only. Do I want a cutting edge? I do. Gonna take a cutting edge. Okay, with that stuff done, we are done. Oh, geez. We need information. How do we even get information? It's just another thing to add to the list of things we need. Our cities are okay. It might actually be at the point now where we can probably stop fighting with them and just let them do what they're gonna do, right? We can get information as we get it, but we don't need to force it. We got so many places. Okay, we're gonna end it now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me in the next one where we do our information age. All right, goodbye for now.